So hello everyone, let us solve another LeetCode question, that is add one row to tree. So let us read the problem statement. So given the root of a binary tree and two integers val and depth, we need to add row of nodes with value equal to val at a given depth which is equal to depth. Now depth value will start from 1. Now they have given certain rules that we need to follow while adding this row of nodes. So let us read what are those rules. So given the integer depth, for each not null tree node current, add a depth equal to depth minus 1. Create two tree nodes with value equal to val as current's left subtree root and right subtree root. For now, just read and keep these rules in mind. We will understand these rules in a better way while I'll be explaining you the problem. The second rule says that current's original left subtree should be the left subtree of the new left subtree root. Similarly, current's original right subtree should be the right subtree of the new right subtree root. Now they have given this edge case. If depth equal to 1, then what we need to do? So if depth equal to 1, then there is no depth minus 1 because it will be 0 and the depth value should start from 1. So in that case, then we need to create a new root with value equal to val, and that new root's left child should contain the original root as the left subtree. So let us see this first example and try to understand and try to derive a solution out of it in a better way. So let us go through this first example. So this is the binary tree that they have given in the first example, and the value that they have given is val equal to 1 and depth equal to 2. So this is the first depth, this is the second depth, this is the third depth. Now after applying all the operations by the given rules, this is the final output of the binary tree that we are getting. So this is depth 1, this is depth 2, this is depth 3, and this is depth 4. So as you can see, at depth 2 that they have given in the question, at depth 2 we have two new nodes added which has value equal to this given val. So this is how the final binary tree looks like. Now they have added, or they have set some rules by which they have created this final output. So let's see what are these rules and how we need to follow these rules. So first they have said that we need to be present at depth equal to depth minus 1. So what is depth equal to depth minus 1? Current depth is 2, so depth minus 1 will be equal to 1. So we'll be present here. Let's say we are moving with the help of root. So our root will be pointing to depth equal to depth minus 1. Now when we are present at depth equal to depth minus 1, we need to add two childs to its one to its left and one to its right. So we will create two new nodes which will have the value equal to 1, and that two nodes will be added, one as the left child and one as the right child. Because obviously, why depth equal to depth minus 1? If we are at depth equal to depth minus 1, its child will be obviously present at value which is equal to depth only. So that's why we are will be doing this operation at depth equal to depth minus 1. Now how they have handled this original right subtree and the left subtree? So you can see that this was the original left subtree and this was the original right subtree. Now how they have added? So according to the rules, they have said that the new left node, that is this one, and the new right node, that is this one, for this new left node, its left child will be containing the original left subtree, that is this one, and the new right right's right child will contain the original right subtree. So they have added the original left subtree as the left child of the new left, and they have added the original right subtree as the right child of this new right. So this was about the explanation, but how will we actually do it? Let us understand. So first what we will do is we need to continue iterating or continue moving until we reach the position which is equal to depth minus 1. So we will use a simple DFS which will iterate through our entire binary tree. So we will use a DFS call. So we keep on moving to the left child as well as the right child until we reach depth equal to depth minus 1. So we keep on going to the left as well as we keep on going to the right. Now once we reach value equal to depth, once we reach value equal to depth minus 1. So if let's say our current depth is denoted by the value current. Now if we reach current equal to depth minus 1, what we need to do? We need to obviously perform some operations so that we can add these two new nodes. So in order to add these two new nodes, we need to first create them. So let us create these two new nodes. So we will create two new nodes first by the name of temp1 and temp2. So tree node temp1 will have the new node, and what will be the value of this new node? Obviously they have given in the question, it will be equal to val, and the second tree node will also create. Now these two new nodes will be acting as the left child and the right child. So temp2, again we will create it by the value equal to val. So these two new nodes are created. Now again see what we need to do. Now we have created these two new nodes 1 and 1, and we need to add it as a left child and a right child. But before that, you can see in the original binary tree we have this left subtree. Sorry for that. Now you can see in the original binary tree we have this left subtree and we have this right subtree. Now before adding these two new nodes with value equal to 1, we need to first grab them out and store it somewhere so that we can add it afterwards in our resultant binary tree. So we need to first grab them out and store it somewhere. So let us do that. So again we will create two new root nodes, which will be the left subtree and the right subtree. So let us create new root tree node, which will be the left subtree, and what it will be actually. So we are iterating with the help of root. So our root will be present here in the original binary tree. So this is our root. So roots left will be the left subtree and roots right will be the right subtree. So we will grab with the help of root left and root right. So root left will be the left subtree. Similarly for the right subtree, we'll give the name of right sub, and it will be equal to root right. Now we have grabbed these two left subtree and the right subtree. Now what will be the looks of our current binary tree? Let us redraw the binary tree, and what will be the current situation? Let's see. Now we have this 4 here, and our root will be present at depth equal to depth minus 1. Now we need to add those two new nodes which we have created earlier as temp1 and temp2 as the left child and the right child. We have already grabbed the left subtree and the right subtree out. So how will we do it? We will add one to here and we will add another to here. So how will we do it? Roots left will be equal to temp1 and roots right will be equal to temp2. So let us see it. So roots left will be equal to temp1, which is the which will be acting as the left child of the root node or the current node. What is it? Temp1 and temp1, and roots right will be the right child, will be equal to temp2. So we need to put all semicolons also. Now after like putting all the both of the left child and the right child, our current scenario would look something like this. So we are currently in this kind of situation. Now we need to add the left subtree and the right subtree that we have grabbed previously and stored with us. Now how will we add this? Now there is certain rules that they have given by which we need to add this. So let us see these rules. So they have said that the current original left subtree should be the left subtree of new left subtree root. Let us understand what is it saying. So this is our new left, and this is our new right. Obviously, because we have added these two new nodes, so we are denoting as the new right and we are denoting it as new left. Now new left's left child will contain the left subtree or the original left subtree, and new right's right child will contain the original right subtree. Now how we can write this in a code? Now we are iterating with the help of root. How we can access this new left? We can access this new left with the help of root left. Okay, so this is nothing but new left. Now new left's left child, this will be equal to what? Left subtree. Similarly for the right subtree we will do the same. What is new right? New right is root's right. So root right is the new right, so this is new right, and new right's right child will contain the right subtree, so its right child will contain the right subtree, and we have used right sub for right subtree. Okay, so we will write in this way in the code. So let us write now. So where were we? Yeah, so we need to add the left subtree and the right subtree. So first we need to go through the new left. What is new left? New left is nothing but root left. Now new left's left child will contain the left subtree. What is left subtree? Left sub. Similarly for the right subtree, what is how will we do it? We'll first go to the new right. How we can go to new right? By going to root's right. Now new right's right child will contain the right subtree. What is right subtree? Right sub. So this is how we have done this. So here our if statement will also end that we have started previously. So this is how we have added these nodes and made our new binary tree, and this was the actual answer also, if you remember. Now we are still missing something. If you have read the questions carefully, they have this another rule or another additional information that what if depth is equal to 1. So it is kind of edge case that they have given by themselves in the question, and they have also provided the solution for that. Now if depth equal to 1, so how will we iterate to depth equal to depth minus 1? Because then it will then the current depth will be equal to 0, and we can't have depth equal to 0 because our depth should start from 1. So what they have said that if your depth is equal to 1, then we need to create a new root with its value equal to 12, and that new root's left will contain the original root. Let us write down now. We will understand in a more better way. Now what will happen if depth equal to 1? We will create a new root now first. So let us denote this new root with the name of new root. Now this will have the value of 12, and this new root's left roots left will contain the original root. What is the original root? Root itself. So this is how we will do it. Now, and obviously we will return the new root from here. Now what this scenario would look like, let us understand. Let's say if our binary tree was given something like this, and depth which we have been given as 1, and value, let's say they have given as 5. So what this scenario would look like in the output, will create a new root with the value 5, and this new root's left will contain this entire root. What is this entire root? 1, 2 and 3. So this will be the scenario when depth will be equal to 1. So this was about the explanation. How will we write in the code? We have discussed here also, but let us write in the code editor now. So let us move to the code now. So first we will write the base case, the edge case. If our depth is equal to 1. Now if our depth is equal to 1, what we have seen is, let me move it down. So if our depth is equal to 1, we need to first create a new tree node with value equal to 12, and that new tree nodes left will be containing the actual root. So let us write this now. So we will create a sorry for that. So this we will create a new tree node with the name of new root, and with the value of we need to write star also, with the value of well, and this new roots left will contain the original root, and in the end we will return the new root. Now this was about the base case, but how will we do for the other cases, other general cases? So first we need to call we will use DFS for solving our question, and whatever output this DFS is giving we will return after running this DFS. So we will return root there, and we will also maintain a variable called current, which will be initially equal to 1, which will show us at what depth we are presently standing at. So let us pass the variables now as current, depth and well. Now let us do a DFS traversal now. It will be current, then it will be depth, then it will be well. Now what is the base case? Obviously if root equal to null, then we will return. Otherwise what we have seen previously, until we don't reach depth equal to depth minus 1, what we were doing? We were doing simply we were traversing to the left child and the right child. So until we do not reach depth equal to depth minus 1, we will go to left child and the right child. So we will go to DFS call to the roots left child and DFS call to roots right child. Now our current depth will be incremented by 1 in both the cases, and rest all things will remain same. Now let us write the code for depth equal to depth minus 1. So if our current depth is equal to depth minus 1, so first what we will do, we will first create temp1 and temp2, which will be the new left node and the new right node. So we'll create new tree node by the name of temp1, which will have the value as well temp2 value as well. Now after that, what we were doing, we were grabbing the left subtree and right subtree. So here it is, we were grabbing the left subtree and the right subtree. So let us grab these two subtrees now. So we are storing in some like tree node by the name of left sub, roots left, and the right subtree by the name of right sub as root right. Now after grabbing these two right subtree and the left subtree, we need to place these two new temporary temp1 and temp2 nodes as the new childs of current root. So root left will be equal to temp1 as the new left, and root right will be equal to temp2 as the new right. So this is new left and this is new right. Now after that, we need to place these original left subtree and the right subtree. Now how we have done that? Now original left subtree and the right subtree. So we have done in this way. So new left will contain the left subtree, new right will contain the right subtree. So what is new left? New left is nothing but roots left. So roots left is new left and its left child will contain the left subtree. What is left subtree? Left sub. Now new right will new right's right child will contain the right subtree. What is new right? New right is nothing but roots right. So new right's right will contain the right subtree. And we have finished everything that we need to do in order to place, change, or everything that we need to do to add this new row to the tree. So this how we will do this question. Let us summarize quickly what we have done. So this was the base case, and after the base this was the edge case actually. If our depth is given 1, so we will create a new root by the value equal to well, and its left child will be containing the original root, and we are returning this new root. Now what if it is what if the depth is not equal to 1? So we are doing a DFS call. Now until we do not reach our depth equal to depth minus 1, we are moving to left child and the right child. Once we reach the depth equal to depth minus 1, we will create two new nodes as temp1 and temp2, which will contain the value as well. Now we need to grab the left subtree out and we need to grab the right subtree out. So we have grabbed them out and we need to place these new nodes in place of the left subtree and the right subtree. So we write this command for that. Now after that, we need to place the original left subtree. So new left will contain the left subtree, new right will contain the right subtree. So this was it about the code. Let us try to submit if this works fine on sample test case or not. So yeah, our code worked fine. Let us submit it. So yeah, our code got accepted. Hope you learned from this video. Thank you.